dozens of other U.S. states have similar lawsuits trying to ban him. So a bunch of other states are currently trying to ban Donald Trump from being able to run. What? And this decision could make it more likely some of them secede. Wow. So they're saying that because Colorado seceded in banning him, the other states might be successful as well. So currently he's still able to run, but he might not be in the long time. In the long term, other states may follow suit. Yeah. Oh, it's just the primary. Yeah. Shout outs from London. I see you. Definitely insane. That's crazy. That is wild that they could do that.
To be the guy that can take the America First movement to the next level and is the future of America First, right? In regards to being able to articulate the policies and understanding the direction that this country needs to move in, right? So with that being said, though, okay, in my ideal world, okay, Vivek would be the VP pick. However, we're not living in my ideal world. We're living in America, which is not the ideal world. It's not the ideal country at this point. And I think personally that Vivek would not be a great pick for Trump. Do I think that he would sink Trump's campaign? No. But when we're talking about trying to win a general election, Trump and Vivek are too close, right? They're too similar to each other.
Oh, so he's saying, all right. That he wouldn't, there's a certain base or certain places he wouldn't be able to touch. It is really similar. I just think that it would be so crazy that, fam, the amount of attention that would obtain would be ridiculous. People would be excited.
And I really do believe
the buzz would be crazy.
It probably would be difficult, right, for both of them to work together, considering how Vivek doesn't seem like the type of guy that would take a number 2 spot, right? I mean, he is an alpha dog, right? He is an alpha, okay? And Trump's an alpha. And when you have 2 alphas, you know, on the same ticket, I think that can create some problems and some issues, right? So not only just that, but also, again, from a policy and a rhetoric perspective, they're very similar. So I think that Vivek has the ability to expand the base, but I'm not sure how he will perform at the general election level. And it's hard to really gouge it because they're not many polls that are out there that really can test Vivek's general electability. Okay, when we're talking about a national election, because he doesn't have a household name, right? Like a lot of people don't really know Vivek, even though he's been on mainstream liberal media, even though he's been around everywhere. I think that
my bad, I'm
just
muted.
Not there yet.
I don't know how long I was muted for. Hopefully not that long. It was because I just muted myself to call. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. I don't think I was muted for that long. Yeah, just for that last few seconds. But yeah, this is for the Civil War. That sounds crazy. Just a few seconds. All right, cool. I don't like coughing in the mic, so I mute when I cough. But yeah, that sounds crazy. You said the last couple of minutes? I was not muted the last couple of minutes. For real? The last couple of minutes is crazy. I don't know about the last couple of minutes. Seconds, yeah, but minutes is wow. Yeah, last couple of seconds, not minutes. That's crazy. It's just the last time I tried to say something. That'd have been minutes. I'd have been like, what? That happened to me one time where I sat here and reacted like for a good 10, 15 minutes and finally looked at the chat and people was like, yo, BX, you've been muted this whole time. I was like, all right, let's just get into it. Let's just go back. F it. Let's rewind and start it over. But a few seconds ain't that bad. Minutes is bad.
Yeah, in regards to popularity. So I honestly don't know. It's like it's a wild card, right? It's a wild card. But I do think there's no doubt that he will be offered.
Face card never declines. Thank you. I've done that too for like 30 seconds. Yeah. Hey, man, when you get, when you be smoking sometimes.
A spot in the administration, whether that be the head of maybe one of these, agencies, maybe like the FDA or something like that. Maybe he'll be a part of Trump's, advisor circle in the White House. I'm not entirely sure. I think he definitely will have a spot in the administration. I just don't know if VP is going to be that spot, right? But I'm pretty sure he will be offered a spot, no doubt. In 2024, Democrats, the issue that they're going to focus on the most is going to be abortion. With that being the issue, Trump is going to have to pick somebody that can get the messaging right, that can make people comfortable with the Republican ticket, okay, and this issue of abortion. And this is why I believe, personally, that the dark horse pick for Trump, okay, I'm not saying this is going to be the pick. I think that this pick right here might be able to make everybody happy and also maybe potentially expand Trump's base, maybe bring in some moderates. I think the dark horse pick is going to be Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard.
Oh, I don't know much about them. I'm going to be honest with you.
The former Democrat who I guess now is unaffiliated, but she's basically essentially become a conservative. I mean, she's in conservative spaces. She's in conservative circles. I know there are conservatives who have issues with Tulsi, but Tulsi doesn't seem like the type of person
with the rogue
to stage a coup against Trump.
Tulsi with the rogue streak. Okay, I'm not mad at her. I haven't seen nothing that she said that was crazy recently. In fact, when she was taking a stance against the Democrats and the left and all that stuff, she was kicking a lot of knowledge actually. But I haven't seen much from them after that, though, to be honest. That's why I had to go and look it up. I remember having the rogue streak. I'm like, a lady with the rogue streak? Let me type her name in. Yeah. I'm not mad at that. But then again, once again, I don't know anything recently that she's done or said, right? But when she went on that campaign for anti-wokeness, I was loving every second of it. I was loving every second of that.
2, she doesn't seem like the type of person to take the spotlight away from Trump. And 3, I believe that for, a good amount of her career, she has been pro-choice, but she's also been pro-life as well, too. And most recently, she has moved in the direction of more pro-life. In fact, before she left Congress, she proposed an abortion, to restrict abortion after 20 weeks, right? So she's kind of been in the middle on that issue. And I think as a woman, again, she will be able to talk about that issue much more effectively than a guy, right? A man. And I hate the fact that, again, this is what our politics is boiled down to, which is identity politics. However, that is kind of what is going to take in order to win a general election, in my opinion. I think that Trump is basically going to be forced to pick a woman because of this abortion issue being so important. He has to get this pick right. And in my opinion, again, if you look at the polls, how well Nikki Haley is doing in the general election polls, look at how she's moderated herself on this issue of abortion. Trump's going to have to pick somebody that is in that.
Y'all know I'm not a Hillary fan. Scared of Hillary. Correct. But I wouldn't vote for Hillary for nothing.
Same kind of mold, right? From an identity perspective, but can get the abortion issue right in regards to how to talk about it in a way that's not going to piss a lot of people off and that is going to satisfy both sides, right? I think that Nikki Haley has kind of figured that out. I think Tulsi has a track record that indicates to me that she probably can, play that role. Okay. But
I'm not mad at Tulsi for a pick. Right. I'm not mad at Tulsi for what I remember. I liked what she was kicking. If she didn't change much from then I'm with that. Right. I just don't know what she's been saying recently.
There is some policies that I think that a lot of people kind of have issues
I wouldn't be mad at
Tulsi over, but I don't think they're deal breaker. At least as far as I know now. I mean, I don't know. Right. Her track record on guns are terrible, but she has shifted to the right on that issue. Okay. She shifted to the right. And again, we'll see if, her past track record is really a deal breaker, despite the fact that, again, she has shifted to the right on a lot of issues. And she is kind of anti-establishment, especially when it comes to foreign policy. I mean, that's one of the main reasons why,
some magic words to me. Magic words to me.
Conservatives are rejecting Nikki Haley as VP is because she's a war hawk, right? She's a neocon. Okay. Tulsi, on the other hand, is not that, right? It's a little bit more complex with Tulsi, but she's definitely not that. And, in my opinion, I've been wondering why is Tulsi trying to ingratiate herself with the conservative movement so much, right? Well, maybe because she is gunning for that VP spot. Okay. And maybe she could be the dark horse candidate for VP. And I think that would kind of check all the boxes that are needed to give Trump the best chance of winning. Now, again, is it the ideal pick? No, I think the ideal pick, again, is somebody like a Byron Donalds, a Vivek Ramaswamy. I mean, hey,
I'm telling you, fam, you pick Vivek, that would be insane, bro. But I wouldn't be mad at Tulsi. I remember when she switched from Democrat to Republican and she went on like a tour exposing the truth.
Ben Carson, I wouldn't be mad with Ben Carson, right? Ben Carson's name was being thrown around, right? I wouldn't be mad with any of those guys, right? But I do think that from an electability perspective, Trump has to get the pick right. You don't live...
Listen, Tulsi had a strong military background. I ain't going front. Look like it, fam, right? She has a real Gina Carano type of feeling about it. It looked like she get a hold of you, she could wrestle, right? It looked like she know how to wrestle, right? Like she gets down. She just has that look, like it's no fear. You can just tell, like you can see it in her eyes that she has no fear in her heart. She don't mind. Look, there's a picture of her too. Oh, wow. Yep. That's definitely a picture of her when she was serving. Wow. Yeah,
current political environment where you kind of can just pick a person that, completely aligns with the conservative base and is, everybody in the conservative base is going to love. We're not at that point in politics. You got to pick somebody that's going to be able to expand the base, okay, and that's going to help you win the general election. I don't think that the VP spot is that important. Is as important as the president makes it, as long as the president continues to stay alive. Now, if the president dies, now clearly the VP is very important, right? So that balance there has to be
like Ben Carlson
obtained. And I think Tulsi.
Feel like better, Ben Carlson or Tulsi? Feel like better. Just saying in the chat. And if you want to participate in these type of questions, right? You need to bring yourself to my live stream channel, man. Come kick it with us, man. We having real conversations. Y'all like Ben or Tulsi? Who would y'all go for?
Would be the dark horse candidate to do that. Now, I know some people are probably thinking, what about, conservative, governors like, for example, a Sarah Huckabee Sanders or a Kristi Noem or even a Carrie Lake, who is not governor of Arizona, right? But she almost won that election. I think that when it comes to Sarah Huckabee Sanders and somebody like a Kristi Noem, I think they're good picks. However, I just don't think they would expand the base, okay, or they would expand the voter base as much as somebody like a Tulsi Gabbard would, right? Which is what you need to win a general election. Carrie Lake, I think, would be an excellent press secretary, right? I think Carrie Lake would quite literally be the best pick for press secretary. But yeah, my point is that there's multiple ways to think about it, right? You got to think about this VP pick from the perspective of who gives you the best chance of winning, right? There's the ideal pick, right? Which is what I think everybody in the base wants, right? Which is somebody that agrees with us the most. And then you have the most electable pick, which is somebody that is actually going to be able to win a general election. That's how it's always been when it comes to picking VPs, right? And matching them up on a ticket. And I just think that, I think it's unfortunate, but I really do believe that Trump is basically stuck between a rock and a hard place. He's going to have to pick a woman. And it's going to be because of this issue of abortion. It's too important and there's too much at stake not to get that VP pick right.
That's strategic as hell. That's crazy. If you do that just because of that, that'd be insane.
And to win the general election.
Politics.
And they're going to have to get that abortion issue right if they want to win the general election. And I think a part of that is going to be picking a female VP, right? Because that's going to help them the most when it comes to this issue. Having somebody that can talk about it in a way that is going to, help with the single woman vote. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a
great video, man. Really good video. Highly suggest you guys go and check them out, man. Super dope channel, man. I will have it linked in the description. More than likely, go and check that out. Right, Black conservative perspective. But yeah, man, it's interesting to see what Trump, what he would pick if he even gets to run. All right, but tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed watching the video. Now, if you have some extra time, Can you do me a favor? Check out my music. I rap, I sing, and I make beats. All of that should be linked in the description. Also, if you want to watch me live stream, you can check me out on bxbeastboy Live. That's another YouTube channel. It should be linked to my homepage. And you can check me out on Twitch and Rumble. I'm streaming on all these platforms, man, trying to just get out there. Also, if you want to support me, you can sign up for my memberships on my channel, as well as my Patreon for as low as $1. You get exclusive access to a bunch of videos early before you even get it on YouTube, as well as videos that's not ever going to be on YouTube. Stuff that actually got me suspended and banned. It's kind of my anti-cancel culture fund for BX Beast Boy. You know what I mean? And it also helps me get resources for certain video essays and things of that nature. Check that out if you're able to. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and join my Discord if you are able to, man. The link should be somewhere within my description or somewhere on my channel. I would really love to see you there, man. That's where you get a chance to talk to me and the rest of my supporters, man. I appreciate you guys. Bang, gang, out.